Only one hoe I miss, fuck everybody, ain't got no pics. I'm tryna see how far I can go, just like the lean wanna leave me sick. I'm from the rack, she foreign to me, now MG is born to me. You can't avoid who you born to be, she so scared but it's normal to me. Little kick 30 po, half in a pop, open your eyes up, you can't see. I stay home so I know it's real, just a few years ago.
This is America Baltimore podcast. Welcome. My name is Middle Class Kyle, aka Kyle Coleman, aka Dope Taste Wolfgang Bushido. Here for episode 19 of the Baltimore podcast. I am Dolo. I'm Dolo, y'all. I'm Dolo. And I think the key when you are Dolo is to have consistent conversation, you know, and I do this sometimes. I talk to myself. It's good to talk to yourself sometimes. Just practice, you'll get better at it, you know. The more you talk to yourself, the better of a conversationalist you'll become. It's exercising the muscle. It's getting reps in, saying words that I mean in a cadence that I fuck with. So I'm sipping on a Mar-a-Lago. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm sipping on the Mar-a-Lago. It's a $30 tequila, and it's pretty smooth. It's a smooth tequila. It's nice, you know. I hit it. When I think of Milagro, I think of, you know, expensive shit, good shit, you know, quality. Got the cups. We good. Got 3 cups. It's just me though. I got 3 cups really, cause my 2 guests, they were supposed to be 2 raw, and she too self-made. I also registered the business name through Maryland. Like, I understand you got the Instagram. That's good. Now the next step is registering that business name through the state of Maryland. You could do this. Like, you could at least get the receipt in for free. You will have to pay a certain amount later, you know, a couple $100s to actually have everything go through. But just to get that receipt of connecting your name to the business name that you created, that could all be done for free. I believe it's Tax and Treasury website. Do your research. Register your business name. Do this. I went and got a check mark on Instagram. That shit was like $13. You get a check mark for $13. Bro, I remember when I saw check marks back in the day. That meant that was somebody really who was somebody. That was somebody special. If I was talking to somebody with a check mark, that mean that I was doing well in my life. But nah, anybody could get a check mark. I got, what we got, like 1,600 followers, got the check mark. Get yourself a check mark. It's $14. They have different tiers, you know, different benefits that come with different packages, you know, so you could pay more for a check mark. You can't pay any less, but you could definitely pay more and get more features that comes with that check mark on Instagram. And the best thing is, since Facebook owns Instagram or Instagram owns Facebook, I don't know, I don't care, they're both making billions of dollars. Once you register your stuff with Instagram, it'll automatically register with Facebook as well, so you don't have to take that extra step of verification. The girls like to see check marks next to your business. They seem more legitimate. They could potentially be more profitable. At least 5 days out the week, we chasing the bag. Could be 6 sometimes, could be 7 sometimes. We're chasing money. We're doing tasks, physical tasks, mental tasks. We're doing something in order to earn money. Just like, what are you doing? Are you doing something that you fuck with? Are you doing something that like that just makes you feel more confident about yourself, you know? Like, you do this, you're like, oh, I'm actually learning this. I'm actually getting better at this. I can feel myself getting better at this. Are you doing something that you hate? You know? Like, I had jobs that I hated for sure. Like, I used to go door to door. I was a door to door salesman. Got the door slammed in my face. And that part might have sucked a little bit, but overall, what I knew that I was building by taking that rejection, I knew it was beneficial ultimately. And it's like, do you know that with the job that you're doing for your income, after you get this money, this income, you got to put that back into your business. This is the only way you're going to get out of the grind, out of the work, paycheck to paycheck, all of this. I don't know shit, okay? But I do know this. If you invest in your business, you will see returns. You will see profitable returns over time. If you're consistent, if you consistently invest in your business, consistently improve your business, you will see positive returns. You will see financial returns. You'll see engagement returns, beneficial responses to what you're doing, to the work you're putting in. I gotta come clean, Baltimore. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I'm kind of stuttering with my words a little bit because I'm kind of, ashamed to admit this. But Monday, I was at work, doing my thing, flipping, this stuff that we make. And, like, I just bent over to, pick up this piece of my work that I had to pick up, that was around the floor. When I bent over to pick it up, my back just, I just heard, a little pop, and, the pain just was crazy. Dropped to my knees, dropped on one knee after that. So I bent over, dropped on one knee. I'm on one knee, Batman pose, Colin Kaepernick pose, one knee. I'm just like, what was that? I've never felt my back in a worse pain personally. And, they always say this, as we get older, our backs is going to hurt more. That is a real possibility. That really will happen. Watch your posture. Your posture is crucial. Look at me right now. Look how I'm sitting. This is better for my posture right now. I think it feels better. I know that. But I'm not even here yet. We're on Friday. We're still on Monday. What am I talking about? Monday. Bend over. Go to get, what I'm getting. And back hurts. Back pops. One knee. Colin Kaepernick. I'm not just going to leave just because, my back in a little pain. F that. I'm finna stay here for at least another hour. I'm going to force myself to work another hour. I'm doing squats and shit. In so much fucking pain, bro. So much pain. Eventually, I'm like, an hour in, I'm like, all right, I did it. Did my lunch break. Told my boss, I was like, look, I can't do this no more. My back is messed up. I got to leave. There's mental complex of pretty much I can't take time off work. One, because I need this money. Two, because it would be looked at as weak. I don't want to be seen as weak, as someone hurt that can't perform their job duties. It was hard to walk, bro. I was like, yo, just because I'm hurt right now and I can't go to work don't mean that I still don't have things to do that I need to do for myself that's going to benefit me. I still have to build foundation. I still have to, do these things that make sure I'm mentally balanced for all this bullshit that life throw at us. I was like, yo, I got to work out. I got to do some push-ups. At least try. I'm in pain, but I'm going to try. I'm going to start with 5. Start with 5. And really go for 10, but just set the goal for 5. So I can feel good after I accomplish that. And that's me studying. That's me paying attention to what my body is telling me. I'm paying attention to the information my body is providing me. And based off of that information, I know that I'm making progress in the direction that I want to make it in. Just off what my body telling me. If it hurt a little bit less today than yesterday, that means, going in the right direction. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add more to that, I'm going to encourage that some more with my body, and I'm going to go work it out. I did 200 push-ups today. I'm going to do 200 today. Tomorrow, I'm going back to the gym, man. I'm going back to the gym tomorrow on Saturday. That's what I'm looking forward to. I'm going back. Because this time off from work, from going to the gym, it was challenging. It was put there to challenge me. It was something different than what I was normally doing. I was like, oh, the grind, you got to work. You got to work and work out. What you going to do when you can't do both, nigga? How you going to respond when you can't work or work out? I had to think about that. I was like, damn, like, I completely forgot what the fuck I was just talking about right there. Like, and it was good. I know it was good too. That shit was good, man. I can honestly say, as just been doing a Dolo pod, that just sucked right there in my head. But that's a part of it. You see it. I'm growing. I'm learning. I'm gonna keep pushing though. I'm gonna keep doing this pod. I'm gonna keep, I'm not gonna stop the pod just because I forgot what I was talking about. Who knows? You could go back. You could just go back real quick, see what I was talking about, and now you can just go forward and see that I don't know what I was talking about. But that's the beauty of real time. Real time mistakes, real time actions. It happens. Real time blessings, because God don't make mistakes, yo. I know she ain't Lord, but she made me better. I know she ain't Lord, but she made me better. Man, that beautiful quote right there. That's from Lucky, off this song called More Than Ever. And I believe this came out probably about 5 years ago. But when I hear that, I know she ain't loyal, but she made me better. Is husbands out there, yo, I don't care if my wife cheat. And guess what? They wife is cheating. Bro, I'm terrified of my wife cheating. I wouldn't want to cheat on her, so I wouldn't want her to cheat on me. I would want to, receive what I'm putting out there. So yeah, reciprocating. Yeah. Alright, reciprocate the love, man. Reciprocate the love. I really don't know what I was talking about there either. I just did it again. I did it twice, bro. I don't even know what I was talking about right there. And like, I'm taking note of that. It's like, what the fuck? What is this nigga doing? He's talking, then he stops talking about something. I guess like, oh, that's probably the point right there. That's what you do. You just move on to the next thing. So I know what I was talking about. You know why? Because I just looked at the book. I looked at my notes. Your notes, man. Write it out. That's why you write it out. Because we gonna forget. You gonna forget. I'm gonna forget. We all gonna forget shit. When you write it down, it's there. So you can forget it, but it's still there. So whenever you look at it, you'll have it. Alright, so I know she ain't little, but she made me better. Alright. I think what I was getting with this is, as men, one of our biggest fears is our woman cheating on us, because it's been so glorified for men to be promiscuous, as I was growing up or back in the day. I'm on motherfucking PIMP. Nigga, 50 Cent didn't expect that. Maybe he did. Who knows? But female rappers are more popular than male rappers these days. And yo, that's something to be aware of. That's something powerful. Like, it makes you think like, damn, is this true? Is they really more popular? I don't know. I just know I'd be seeing more of them on my algorithm. That's all I know. So that could be bullshit, for real. That could just be my algorithm. But it's not like, I'm looking for this specifically. But sometimes I look, Lotto is very attractive. Sometimes you're going to be on there a little longer than, you probably want to be. But that don't mean that you want to see Lotto, pics all the time. I'm not trying to see Lotto all day on my algorithm. And then when you realizing that you seeing Lotto a lot, you like, why am I scrolling? Who is this benefiting? And it's not benefiting me at all. So you stop scrolling. You pick something. You're like, all right, fuck it. I'm going to the playlist. I'm going to the Baltimore Podcast Mental Tool playlist. Like, when your phone just automatically connects to the Xfinity, like, Xfinity don't fuck with us. Why you always trying to connect to that Wi-Fi? Baltimore Podcast Mental Tool playlist actually looks just like this. Baltimore Podcast exclusive. Baltimore Podcast Mental Tool playlist. Bro, What this is right here.
Freeman said, a focused mind is said to be like a knife, but the problem is none of us are using it. We're allowing our focus to be upon things that don't matter, things that are keeping us broke, things that are keeping us in this negative, lax state of being. When we think about those moments that happened in the past and they don't feel good to us, why do we focus on them? The negative emotions that you feel should be your indicator to use your knife, to carve those thoughts, those memories out of your attention. You see, energy is expensive. Focus.
Ooh. All them gems just got spilt all on the podcast. What, 30 minutes in? Jesus. You could thank Karina Alexandria for that. Thank you, Karina. Go to YouTube. Go to this playlist, man. She makes several appearances on this playlist. She has it's several of her videos in this. But I guess the best way to describe her is just someone who provides legitimate mental tools, views, and opinions that could actually benefit somebody, you know? And she does it so articulately, bro. Like, I'm not doing, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my articulation here is getting a little crazy. And I know it's because of the Marilago a little bit. I know it's because of the fusion from 7-Eleven. You know, I know, yeah. Yeah. It's her delivery. It's how she giving it up, you know. She don't sound like she's been drinking. She don't sound like she's been drinking caffeine. She sound like she chilling. She sound like she just woke up, did some yoga, and now she making a YouTube video about just the benefits of life, bro. Karina Alexandria, first video. Stop sabotaging your blessings. Think of how many blessings we sabotage, though. You know what I'm saying? It be like blessings that's right in our face sometimes that we don't even give attention to. And then we self-sabotage. But, yeah, that title alone, stop sabotaging your blessings. The next title, after this, you'll never be a victim of life again. This one, let the world judge you. It's between you and God, I believe. This one, change your life by changing your story. These are a couple of the videos that's in the playlist. Also, Alan Watts is in it. I don't know if you know who Alan Watts is. He's a philosopher. He emphasized the importance of accepting change, embracing the present moment, and understanding that the separate self is an illusion. Damn, the separate self is an illusion. That's a bar right there on the end of it. This shit is like a soapbox, soap opera. Everybody's life is like this, man. Highs, lows, good, bad, but you know, we're just moving forward best we can. Lakers, T-Wolves playing tonight. You know, definitely got the Mambo on. Yo, I hope the Lakers got that for real. Like I'm saying, Luka been going off. T-Wolves, they was looking crazy in that first game. I don't even know how the Lakers won that second one. That was crazy. But yeah, T-Wolves was looking vicious in that first game, in that game one. And I think this next game they in Minnesota again. So I don't know. I don't know who will win. But you know we rooting for the Lakers over here, man. We rooting for LeBron. We rooting for Bronny. You know, because that's a black dad that got his son on an NBA team that he plays for. That's hard. That's a baller move right there, bro. Like, bro, that's pretty much GMing as a player. And you're 40. And you're dropping 30. Like, yo, LeBron is a miracle.
Laughing all the way to the bank.
Like, it's gonna be we're gonna wait till after Bron retires for people really start appreciating all the things that Bron did for the game and just how he played the game. I was talking to somebody about this the other day and I was like, yo, I love Kobe. Black Mamba, bro. Like, look, man, Kobe was selfish, bro. Kobe was selfish on the court. I say this. It was like if he felt like he couldn't depend on you on the court, he would take that responsibility into his own hands. And that's not being a good leader. Good leaders, they delegate tasks and then they get the fuck out the way. That's what they do. Tell your people what to do, then get the fuck out the way. Let them do it. Don't be looking over their shoulder like, oh, did you do it yet? Did is that right? Like, bro, shut the fuck up. Let me do what the fuck I need to do. Let me do the work that you assign. And yeah, that's how you just not micromanage people to a point where they start not trusting you or hating you. My memory a little hazy on it, but this how I remember it. Bron was out there playing the Warriors in the finals, bro. He beat him one year. They beat him one year. He had to beat this year too. He had to beat this year. Because I think this was the first Cleveland year. I just remember Kevin Love was hurt. Kyrie was hurt. Everybody on the team was hurt except for Bron. Bron was out there with Shrump. Bron, Shrump, JR. That's it. Versus the whole Warriors. Bron, Shrump, JR. Versus Warriors. Niggas went to game 7. After niggas went to game 7, Bron won that shit because he blocked some nigga shot out the backboard. And then, you know what I'm saying, Kyrie hit that fadeaway 3 because he came back for one play in the last quarter. That's how I remember. Like, I don't know if it happened like that. I really don't. But it happened a little bit like that, definitely. Kyrie definitely hit that 3 to win that championship. I one of them Cleveland championships. I do know that. But yeah, give it up for Bron, man, because it's how he played the game, man. He wasn't selfish with the ball. He's still not selfish with the ball, even in his 40s. And, that's why he's able to, be in the playoffs at 40s, because he's not selfish with it. It makes more people want to play with you. More people respect you. You're able to have better relationships. You're able to be happier. Like, Kobe was that only child that was like, he ain't had no friends, he was different than everybody he was going to school with. But he had basketball. And it's like, fuck all that social shit. Some people not gonna like me, fuck that shit. But I'm gonna get so good at this that it don't matter what the fuck their opinion is. And that's how he played. That's exactly how Kobe Bryant played. He played like, I just want to play so good in this game right now that it don't matter what the fuck you think about me. I don't care if the other team is up by 20. I don't care if we up by 20. I don't care, you know what I'm saying, if niggas are down by 20. I just want, whenever you look at that game, to see me as doing the most out there. Putting in the most effort. And I think that's because he modeled his shit after Michael. And it's like, Michael did it wrong first. And Kobe modeled after that. And I think just LeBron being so young when he came into the league, he see Kobe. Like, I never forget, when they talk about that Olympic team, with Kobe, LeBron, D-Wade and all them, and, Melo, and how it's this documentary on Netflix. And how they describe Kobe is like he was just a loner that would just, be at the gym at odd hours. Like, like he didn't really, talk, or like, like he wasn't, buddy with the guys like Bron and Chris Paul, all of them, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't, an asshole to them, but he was kind of just not social with them niggas like they was. Like, I'm not here to kiki laugh. I'd rather be in the gym. And that is that same. It's like, when niggas is giving their opinions on shit, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't give a fuck about what niggas feel. Are you finna hit this 3? Is you finna drop 30? Or no? You think about this, right? You think about the situation Kobe was in. Like, Kobe had Shaq. Kobe had Shaq for them first, I believe, 3 rings that he got. the first 3 rings that he got, he had Shaq with him. They was unstoppable. Them Lakers was nasty, bro. And like, you have to think, like, if they stayed together, Kobe and Shaq, and they just built one of them role teams around them, you know, one of them Cleveland strong ass bench team, deep ass bench teams around Kobe and Shaq, like, how many rings would they have got? And like, whenever I think about that, I'm like, yo, they would have definitely got more than 6 rings. At least they would have at least got 6. At least got 6. They would have made sure they got 6, bro. And the reason why this didn't work out, though, like, we heard the story. It's what they said. They said Kobe snitched on Shaq. What about cheating? What? Why am I hearing this at 11 years old? Why do I know this at 11? Is this true? And then when I get older, I see like it is some truth to that. Like, that is true. Like, they was literally just beefing over dumb ass shit. Like, shit that didn't concern with, like, that wasn't involved with basketball. And I think that comes from, you know, Shaq, obviously, you know, he's a dominant player, but it's like Kobe, he didn't give a fuck. It was like, yo, this shit still going. I'm still dropping 30 whether you here or not. No matter what you doing, 30 is going to get dropped. Whether you're playing center or you're on the bench or you're in a different uniform, 30 is going to get dropped for the purple and gold by number 8 or 24. And I don't give a fuck about what anybody thinks about it. So the point I'm trying to make with this is, it's the teamwork, bro. You gotta work with your team to be the most efficient, the most effective. You know, don't blame your team. Don't blame the situation. Blame yourself. Take accountability. What can you control? Can't control other people. Can't control how people respond to things. So there's no point in stressing that, getting upset about that. We worry about what we can control. Rest in peace, Kobe. Every time I watch Shaq, I remember, when he did first die, you would see Shaq talk about him and he'd just tear up, like, just start crying. And I think that's so important for us black men to see that, another black man able to be vulnerable, in a situation like that, about one of his friends, teammates dying, being dead, not being on this earth anymore, and also his daughter along with it, and just how it happened, everything. And yeah, we can't be afraid to be vulnerable at times, but I think what it showed to me was just that, like, how much Shaq really cared, because I remember at that time, and you ain't think neither of them cared, you saw Kobe cared, like, you kind of felt like Kobe cared more because he was going dumb on the stats. How'd you drop an 80 on what? 80? 81? On the Raptors? How's you doing that? I don't give a fuck about their opinions. I'm finna get 30. 30 is the way that I tell myself I won. Whatever the fuck is going on. If I got the most points, I won. Fuck that, bro. That's not real. If you got the most points, you got the most points, bro. That don't mean you won. That don't mean you won. It's a team game. Make sure your team is good. Make sure your team is in a position to be successful themselves. Put them in positions to succeed. You will be successful. Bring it back. Bring that gym back one time. Bring that gym back one time. Your job is to lead, not do everyone else's job. The best leaders delegate, then get the fuck out the way. They delegate, then get the fuck out the way. I want to share the source of these gems that I got off Instagram. Is from a 30-year U.S. Army colonel. I actually just followed the podcast sometime this week. But I went on his page and he had a lot of leadership posts about leadership and being an effective leader, and how a lot of people just lead in an incorrect way. Let's throw another one out. The excuse maker. These are different types of leaders. No one cares about your excuses. All right. Great leaders own their mistakes. Weak leaders blame the system, their team, or the weather. Accountability is leadership currency. Your reputation equals how you handle failure. Excuses kill credibility. Next time something goes wrong, say, "That's on me." That's leadership magic right there. Because you're not dodging responsibility. What are you making excuses on? What am I making excuses on? I'm making excuses to not upload Apple Podcasts, Baltimore Podcast episodes. I'm making an excuse with that. Like, I need to just sit down, upload all them episodes, and be done with it. Yeah, I got nothing but time. I'm on this shit for an hour, 2 hours tops. After that, I'm at work 40 hours a week. I still got a whole nother, like, at least 100 hours. Whole nother 100 hours to fuck off. 100 plus hours. Like, and, you know, we can still take the sleep hours out of that. That's still 100. Still 100, I think. I don't know. Okay? I'm not a math wizard. But look, you got a lot of fucking time. That's my point. Okay? Make sure you're utilizing it. Utilize your time in the best way possible, in the most beneficial way possible, man. That's what I try to do. And it's like, you gotta be honest with yourself, because like, we will, just like this saying, the excuse maker will create excuses to ourselves, and like, we'll be really sitting up there and believing that shit. Oh, I got a great example of this. I have a great example of this. All right, so yesterday I was doing the workouts, right? And I did a few push-ups, right? And I was like, all right, I did those push-ups. That's good. All right. And then I was doing squats too, but I finished the push-ups and I didn't finish the squats. And it was something in my head that kept telling me like, oh, you don't need to finish the squats. You did the push-ups. That's good enough. That's great. Like, nigga, you don't need to do the rest of those squats. You've done it enough. And it was just me making excuses, bro. That's all that shit was. Like, and I think even how my body was positioned when I was doing this, because I was just standing there. Like, and I was kind of like moving back and forth, like thinking, you know, this shit. Like, you know, just moving back and forth thinking. And then I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I'm moving back and forth. I could just be doing a damn squats. All this effort I'm putting into thinking, like, I did enough. I know I didn't do enough. That's why I'm second guessing myself doing enough, or making excuses why I have done enough, you know, when I know I could do more. And it's like, yo, let's not make excuses. Let's not make excuses to get shit done. Let's set goals and accomplish them, because that feels fucking good. Feels good to set a goal for yourself and accomplish it. It's something very important about this too. Like, it's an important feeling to know that you can accomplish goals. Because, like, you just think about this, right? I write shit down. Other people write shit down. If you write shit down, hey, you got some goals, right? Because you're writing shit down. All right, let's say in your morning you accomplish at least like 2-3 goals in the morning. Small goals, not, you know, big stupid ass goals. Small goals. You accomplished 3 goals already that morning, and you can see it on the paper. Like, you see, like, because I make it look good. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I put the little box right there, say what I need to do, box, say what I need to do, and then, you know, when that shit is done, check the box. That shit feel good. It feel good checking the box. I just reached my goals. I deserve to check this box. It's so many people that's not even in the position to look at the boxes. They're not even looking at the boxes. So it's like, what goals could they have, you know, if they not even able to get their thoughts down into something that they can look at, you know, and process and dissect. This is the importance of writing your thoughts out. It's important to see yourself accomplishing goals that you set for yourself. How you do that is by writing goals. You know, you can write them as notes in your phone. You could do it that way as well. 45,000 thoughts, 24 hours. How you gonna know what you thinking? Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't know. You don't know what the fuck you thinking. I don't know what the fuck I'm thinking. I got fucking blonde in my hair. Yeah, the Lakers is playing right now. Go Lakers. I want to touch on something real quick that I know is a gem that's going to benefit you. Our ancestors, right? I want you to think about your ancestors, right? Sometimes I feel like we only give our ancestors credit for the trauma that they gave us, you know, for the negative things. And I'll find myself doing this sometimes because, you know, we'll be around our family sometimes. We'll see them do something we don't like. And they're like, oh, fuck. You know, we might notice that within ourselves. Like, oh, I do that sometimes too. I got that from him, you know, something negative, you know, something bad or something we just dislike. We connect that to them. We don't take pride in it. This is going to say it's so many gifts. It's so much strength, resilience, and just unseen spiritual guides that your ancestors have passed down to you for you to be alive today. When you think about how many billions of years the earth has been around, what we know of civilization is millions, a few million. You know, it could be longer than that. But it's like something is getting passed down. You're the best version if you're out right now, you know? The older versions, like, you know, they're outdated. They're not around anymore. They expired. You will expire too one day. So it's like before we expire, let's appreciate the people that expired before us. We can't run from ourselves. We treat ourselves right. We could treat other people right. Are you treating yourself right? I hope so. Treat yourself right. Go for a little, you know, little exercise. A little exercise ain't gonna hurt. A little run around the block real quick. You know, a couple push-ups. Read something if you want to. You know, you don't have to. But it's like when you do these things, you feel better about yourself. Yo, just get started. Get started with this. Get started with working out. Get started with doing whatever you need to do to get to your ultimate goal. And you will get there. Just take steps. Fuck if it's baby steps to niggas. Take steps. Niggas respect steps. They don't respect niggas bitching about the steps. They respect the steps taken. We all go through shit with these steps. We all go through pain and suffering with every single fucking step. All of us. You still gotta keep stepping. Still got to. And you will. You're gonna be good. I love you. Baltimore Podcast, episode number 19. They telling me wrap up. Yeah. Middle Class Kyle, a.k.a. Kyle Coleman, a.k.a. Dope Taste Wolfgang Bushido. Baltimore, we did it. We did our first podcast, Dolo. And it wasn't even that bad.
Evil Empire, laughing all the way to the bank.
She's so scared, but it's normal to me. Little kick 30 pro half in a pop. Open your eyes up, you can't see. I stay home, so I know it's real. Just few years ago, still a dream. Niggas be being who they wanna be. Rank went up, but it's none to me. Just look like niggas fumble to me. Do my part and it's humble to me. I really sip that shit, recommend that shit. She said it's a puddle to me. Nigga, we spin that shit, then drink that shit. I'm high with the other E.